What is going on, guys? Will Blending. I wanted to briefly talk to you guys about the journey of becoming an entrepreneur. A lot of videos I see on YouTube make becoming an entrepreneur so simple, and it is a long journey, guys. I've probably in the last 20 years, I probably dabbled on and offline, not necessarily trying to get rich, but trying to make a type of income that makes me personally comfortable, let's just say. And everybody's number is different. For me, I would have to make a minimum $100,000 a year before I feel comfortable enough to, say, start taking vacations, if that gives you a roundabout number. And I'm not quite there, but I have a plan to get there now. And a part of that plan didn't even involve getting help from the government, which I did. So I would say that probably sped up everything, because I had the availability of funds to just sit through this pandemic and really educate myself. Now think about that. I had about a year and a half, I would say solid, to sit home and educate myself while I was trying to build my online business. And I even had to incorporate Uber part-time just to have that influx of cash on a daily basis. That actually really helps. But this journey was long, guys. I would say even I've been on YouTube probably for over 5 years just to get to the point where I have a small, very small audience that is actually just now starting to pay attention to my videos. If that gives you an idea that this is a long journey, guys. I'm still not getting AdSense funds. I did hear about the YouTube Partner Program. They're going to give us an easier way to allow to take payments from customers. So it's going to be like a lower tier kind of partner program. And I think you'll need less views for it. Don't quote me on that. It's something they're rolling out in 2023. I was watching one of these big YouTubers that just talk about building a business on YouTube was saying that they're trying to roll this out in 2023. So I think that's going to make it easier for content creators to get started, but you really got to get started now, guys. You got to start building the influence. Again, I said I was on here for 5 years before you guys even started even paying attention to my videos. And I was really insecure about even coming on YouTube, just for the look. You know, you're always insecure about, am I gonna look good enough? Because you see all these attractive people on YouTube and on Facebook and TikTok. You do not have to necessarily be an attractive person. You know, hence me. I don't consider myself a really attractive person by any means. But my overwhelming desire to be successful beats that fear. Is much stronger than that fear. My overwhelming desire to become a successful entrepreneur is way stronger than my fear of you guys poking fun of me on my looks. It really is. And learning the online affiliate marketing game, that probably took me the longest time. I've had a few videos that I call went semi-viral, you know, when you get like 10,000 views or so, which is nowhere near considered viral. But for me, that's a big deal if I get one video that even gets over 5,000 views. I get excited when it happens. It's only happened a few times. You can go down my videos and you might find one or two that was successful, and it usually incorporates some type of affiliate marketing. Usually in the description box, or I'm talking about a particular company. Not too many network marketing companies I currently work with. I only work with one, and that's MWR Financial, because I feel like that's the only one that meshes with what I'm trying to do, which is teach you guys how to get financially smarter and build a small business. Now, the whole idea of me using gig economy to fund a holding company, I would say that was my idea. You know, I don't even think Glendon Cameron was talking about that, because he's always saying, you know, you're never going to get anywhere being a full-time Uber or Lyft driver, which I gotta kind of agree with. You gotta have a plan when you go in now and becoming a full-time Uber driver to get out. And that plan could be affiliate marketing. You literally could drive full-time for Uber and Lyft. I've done this, and have a piece of paper in the seat in front of the passenger side in the back, and just have your affiliate offers, or have your YouTube channel, or have any type of business you're trying to marketing, and eventually people will check it out. I've done this for years. This was how I started building my YouTube channel. I literally made people in the real world say, look at this flyer and check it out. And it was, at the time, it was a company called Trip that ended up being a scam, but on there as well, I got them to go to my YouTube channel. I got them to go to several websites. So even though that company wasn't successful, I still got people to subscribe to my YouTube channel just from one flyer that I just had in the back in the passenger side. Say, hey, when you have time, check that out, which I'm gonna start doing again. I got away from that, and I think I need to get back doing that and just have a list of companies I work with and deal with, and just have a way for them to go sign up. So I'm gonna redo that. I'm gonna do that again, make that flyer, you know, give people the ability to check out my YouTube channels again. And I think I'm just gonna list them all, you know. And this has given me the ability to slowly, over time, over the course of probably 2 years, slowly funnel money into my holding company, which now I have proof that I have a job. Because one of the biggest things you're going to find as a Uber or Lyft driver is when you go to get a mortgage or you go to get a car, the first thing out their mouth is going to be like, well, where do you work? You cannot just say I work for Uber and Lyft when it's in your own name. It just doesn't work. But if you have a small business or corporation, now you have a job. I wouldn't even suggest you say I'm self-employed, because that brings in a lot more paperwork that you might have to provide, when you could just simply say, here's my job, here's my W-2s, here's my pay stubs, what am I approved for? Boom, nice and streamlined. And this is an old trick, but it's kind of new for me, because I've had businesses in the past, guys, and I didn't think to implement this, because usually the businesses I were doing weren't making any real money. Let's keep it real. But with Uber and Lyft as your vehicle, you're gonna make money. If you drive 4 to 8 hours a day, you're going to make money. That's money you can put into your business. And now you could show proof. Like now I could show proof that I have a personal income, because I have personal accounts that some of my money goes into, and now I have a business account that also some of my money goes into, and some of it can be the same money, guys. Tip, strategy. Some of the same money can go from your personal to your business accounts, and you're able to use that to qualify for funding. both on the personal and business side. Now you might have to use you might have to use personal credit to build up your business in the beginning. But some point down the line, you should be able to live solely off your business credit and whatever you're bringing into your business, and have that pay for everything, your living expenses, everything. And still, if you do this right, have enough tax write-offs so you don't really have to end up paying tax. But I also recommend at some point you're going to have a business that shows a profit. Therefore, it will help you qualify for more funding as well. So you got to have both. I'm trying to build out 2 companies right now. I already had my holding company that pays me a weekly check. But now I'm working on a business that is solely going to be used to bring in grants, loans, and I'm trying to stay in the technology, software development region, because those are the best grants. And if I stay in that area and show a profit, meaning you want to owe some tax, you want to pay some tax, you don't want to write off everything, at least in one of your businesses, because that's going to help you get approved for more buying and spending power. So at some point you want to show a profit. You want to have at least one business in your arsenal that shows you make $100,000 a year, and then you want to have another business that is going to pose as your employer. You see what I'm doing? So now I can eventually go to lenders and be like, okay, this business is my job. You don't even have to, it's legal to say this is my job. You don't, especially if you're paying yourself as an employee like I am through paychecks. So this is my job, and this business over here is my business. So now you have the ability to say, okay, this is the income I got on my personal side. This is what I got coming in on my business side. And I would say the one that is showing profits, I would not even pay yourself out of that business. If you can get to that point, I would not even take a paycheck from that business until it actually generates a certain amount of money. And then of course you start paying yourself. I probably will only pay myself $500 to $600 a week in any given business I make, and up until they make at least over, I won't probably increase that until they make well over $100,000 a year, each business. So at some point I want to have it where I have 2 or 3 businesses all paying me $500 a week, you know, and now it looks like my personal income is about $100K. Meanwhile, I could be making $500,000 total, and the business paying for everything. So that $100,000 you have personal income should be real personal income, meaning that you shouldn't have to spend it on anything except clothes, maybe your personal electric bill, gas bill, maybe your personal credit cards, maybe your personal car loan, and that should be it. But if you're crafty with this, you can even get it where your business pays for your rent, your electric bill, your gas, your car note, even your clothes if you have a YouTube channel. Even the cost of your clothing and a specific vehicle you have under the business can be used and paid for by the business. But you got to be crafty with your stuff, and you got to have the right financial team. And it's not easy to build a right financial team, guys. I'm still looking for a local team. I have several online teams, you know, people out in California and so on. But I'm trying to build a local team to make it easier to jump on deals when I need to and just be able to go to my lawyer or my CPA and be like, can we do this? So I'm currently working on that, but I think we're going to get there, guys. For the first time in my life, I think I'm that much closer to where I need to be. And truly, honestly, your personal income only needs to be about $50K a year if your business is making $200,000 to $250,000 a year. You don't want to be paying yourself too much, you know, and taking away from the business, especially if your business, if you get it to where the business is paying for your home, your lifestyle, your cars. At some point, I'm going to get it where my business literally pays for everything. And I'll probably have, again, one business that has a lot of write-offs, and then another business that shows profits. You will eventually want to do both. And that's what I'm working on right now. I want to eventually have it where my business is showing a profit, and then you have a business showing losses to the point where you have to pay no tax at all. And I would think the business that I was originally going to make it, the business that is going to collect the credit is going to be the business that shows a profit. But I'm thinking the other way around. I'm thinking that holding company I have now, at some point I want to show that it makes a profit, and the business I'm creating or working on right now, I want to show the losses in that, you know, because that's going to be the most write-offs. That's probably going to be the cars and the stuff that's really going to be written off. So you got to figure out how to go about that. A good CPA will help. I am not a licensed, you know, tax professional, CPA. I'm a normal entrepreneur, just like you guys, out here in the grind. But I had a lot more time than some of you guys to learn the game. I've had a lot more success and failures to help me learn the game. So I'm probably a good guy to talk to or get a strategy session with. Maybe, maybe not, depending on how you feel. But I believe I can help you guys avoid a lot of mistakes and use gig economy as well as online affiliate marketing to fund a company that can, bare minimum, take care of your personal lifestyle. That's all I'm trying to do here on these channels. And going forward, the proof is going to be, you're going to see me living that life as you follow me along my journey. So if you want to continue to follow my journey, all you got to do is subscribe, check the links in the description box, click the bell icon, like the video, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Thank you.